Well met, sir.
Naught of import ever happens here, anyhow.
No shame in letting down your hair now and then.
Ain't in the mood to stir up trouble tonight.
Suppose I'm a physics. Their wind's coming. I can feel it.
I'm dead on my feet.
Oh, what does this say?
Shall we take a closer look?
Treat your ears to the tale by a master storyteller. This tale entertain you? Nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat.
Greetings. Welcome to the Guild Hall. Here, we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Forgive me, but I'm afraid we are not accepting registration for warriors or sorcerers at this time. You see, as we currently have no archer staves or great swords on hand, we are unable to outfit new members. And we cannot simply purchase more, as the delivery of arms intended for the local armory and other guilds in this domain was plundered by goblins. So regrettably, I cannot assist you, unless you were to procure a weapon yourself, that is. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Certain vocations are unavailable at present. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Have you found any of the items we discussed, perchance? Methinks Roderick will be able to tell you aught of the stolen shipment. He runs the local armory, and we purchase almost all of our stock from him. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
Where ought we to begin our search?
Captain will have my head if I skip another patrol.
It seems Sir Roderick is the one to talk to. Shall we go and speak with him? Ah, yes. I know just where to find this person. Follow me.
Hoi, friend. Klaus sent word that you've agreed to rescue some of my pilfered equipment. I'd be grateful for aught you can reclaim. True, fair warning. Goblins are behind these ox cart raids, I've since learned. No doubt they're hoarding the stolen arms in their den. From the tell of it, their lair lies somewhere along the Western Road. Pray do be careful. If aught were to go awry, 'twould weigh heavily on my heart. Losing my wares for good would make me sore, but no sack of gold can compare to a fellow life, eh?
Gather round! Treat your ears to it!
Mayhap we ought to pay a visit to Trevo Mine and search for the armourer's wares. I know the way. Follow me.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Hail, friend. Have you a spare moment? I've an eye for people, and my instincts tell me you're of trustworthy ilk. I'm in a bit of a quandary, you see. I'm to be gone for a week, with no one slated to mind the house in my stead. Fear not, I only ask your name to list as a tenant. You needn't bother yourself with the cleaning, and I don't expect you to stay cooped up in there, neither. I'd be much obliged if you'd simply consider my home a waypoint on your travels. Sound appealing? Then come on by and have a look-see. I've taken the liberty of marking the location on your map.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
The rules at your neck.
Say, you've got a decent arm on you. No need to be humble. Just the other day, I watched you fell a massive monster with my own two eyes. I've ne'er seen the like. Pray, sir, teach me to fight like you do. I'm after an instructor, see, but the ones in this city are cravens all. The sort that decided to teach to avoid the battlefield. If I'm to grow stronger, I need to learn from someone who's seen actual battle. A real warrior, such as yourself. Won't you give me a chance? And this Baron fellow, he's a real warrior? I suppose you wouldn't recommend him if he wasn't. And after all, I've seen your prowess. I'm inclined to trust your judgment. Many thanks, sir. Methinks I'll seek out this Baron and see what he can teach me.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Ah, excellent find.
Life's best taken at a leisurely pace.
Now, there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
You've come. Glad to see you, friend. So, what say you? Would you care to live here in my absence? As I've said, you needn't worry about tending to the place. Many thanks, friend. I knew I could count on you. I'll stop by again in a week's time, but till then, farewell.
We will find much better rest in an abode than out in the elements, me. Thanks. Let us make good use of it while we can.
'Tis as you say. Mayhap we ought to pay a visit to Trevo Mine and search for the armourer's wares. I know the way. Follow me.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
What should I do?
I'll not stick my head where it would get cut off.
Some call it cultured. I call
I'm
it
in
dull.
fine fettle today.
Our master has given us an order. Surely you do not intend to disobey?
Where will the wind blow me today, I wonder?
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
They can be most convenient, though they only travel during the day.
Well, that wasn't the homecoming I envisioned.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Run faster! Goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. Think nothing of it.
Not a bad idea.
You have my protection.
Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Did anyone else see that? Aught catches the light.
We ought to take a closer look. Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige. You have no need of my assistance at present, but I shall be ready to render aid at a moment's notice. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Be sure to avoid open flame.
If we're to have any hope of victory, we must employ every common tactic at our disposal. Yes, of course, I see.
This battle will demand all our strength. You must stand. Stay with me, Arisen. Wait right there. Our foe appears to have grown just as weary as we. We must make the most of this opportunity.
I shall lead the charge!
Strike with lightning on your side.
When enraged, this really now. What are you doing?
Oh, not to be so careless.
None of us alike in vocation.
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
At the end of the day, our vocations are of little import. Mutual trust is what counts.
I knew you would prevail, Master.
Oh, keep on like that and we'll be done here soon enough.
A result of our power.
Someone has a hand for me.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Flawless execution.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
And here I was, hoping for some great treasure. Now I feel a fool.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner. I will protect you. One of us has been drenched!
about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
Excuse me? I'll never take another moment.
Too fast for you.
I grant you lightning's fangs.
Huzzah! What a team we make of it!
You've my thanks. Here you are. Something for your trouble.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
This way, if you please.
Well fought, Arisen.
A few more victories like that, and we'll have a run-in for the
A result to be proud of.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
This is just the sort of place that begs exploring.
The goblins approach!
I shan't let them find you. We ought to keep watch, lest we be set upon from behind.
Be sure to keep your wits about you.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
Here isn't the team. Quick, douse the flames! Having more of these to hand ought serve us well in battle.
Let us take care when and how we put them to use.
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind, the private quarters of one arisen I served had many a visitor, and rarely the same one.
Each to their own.
You're not going nowhere!
Pretty fast, warrior. Not that. Think nothing of it.
Well said. Here, strike the lightning on your side. My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
Pray, allow me to open yon chest.
We've found an Archistaff and great sword both. What say we bring them to Sir Klaus? Say no more, Master. I know just where to find this person, and will guide you there post-haste.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself.
Look here. A path. Is it safe, I wonder?
Pray keep your wits about you. We needn't go barging in.
You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
gladly be available. I knew you'd prevail, monster.
Keep it like that and we'll be done here soon enough.
A result to be proud of. Then I shall remain by your side.
Full glad I am to see the sky again.
Such dark depths take their toll on the spirit.
I knew it to be so. There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? That's my magic gone to an elemental boon.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
The twinkling stars are captivating to behold.
Indeed, you are correct.
That wasn't a homecoming either.
I knew they were going to be but maybe I expect to see the Indeed, I'd not expected things to be easy. This is looking rather
This is well.
Even if we had what to follow the road west of Berlin. Now there's a hassle I could do without.
That wasn't a homecoming either. I knew the village would be in a bad way.
Constructing a bridge so grand is a... Say, weren't we tasked with another errand that sent us somewhere near here?
Perhaps we ought to go there first. What say you, Arisen? Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Why are you there? Your presence is requested at the tavern this evening.
Stay with me, Arisen. Wait a moment.
Could you come over here?
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Oh-ho! You have procured an archer staff, I see. Most excellent. You may now change your vocation to sorcerer, if it pleases you, sir. However, if you wish to register as a warrior instead, you will need to acquire a greatsword. Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Marvelous! You have acquired both an archer staff and a greatsword. You may now change your vocation as desired, sir. What's more, I bear glad tidings. 'Twould seem our arms shortage is at an end. I dare say the armory will be resupplied anon.
That's that then.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Do come again. Look as long as you please. Well met.
Heading home. Puts me in the mood for a song, it does. This hustle and bustle puts me right at home.
Well met.
Sir, fancy a gander?
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here.
Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. It would be a fine opportunity to display your majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is a problem, however. Entry to such an event is limited to the chosen few. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? I thank you, your majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Vernworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
Off we go then. There are beasts to be slain.
By combining our strengths, we shall overcome this trial as all others.
Look as long as you please. Need anything?
This ladder can take us to new heights.
We ought to put it to good use.
Well then, Sus, how might I be of service?
Come take a look. You'll be glad you did. Do come again.
Very well. I shall return.
Come take a look. You'll be glad you did. Always a pleasure.
Well then, Sus.
Shopping is such fun.
The longer the journey, the more supplies we'll require.
'Tis as you say.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads, despite the hour.
how I've longed to embrace my bedroll.
Welcome, and well met.
A good sleep does wonders.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
A new day, a new perspective.
This really is fine craftsmanship.
That's it! I've had enough! Clear off! And don't come back till you're ready to do business properly!
But I've got the coin, I swear it. I simply just...
Where is it then, eh? Bring the coin, all of it, or I'll call the sentinels on you again. Are we clear?
The lad seemed rather ignorant of the world.
Oh, 'tis you. You're a welcome sight. Forgive my boldness, but I've a small favor to ask of you. Would you be willing to lend me some gold? I swear you'll be repaid in full. A trinket in yon shop caught my eye. A small, ornate box of exceptional craftsmanship. Alas, 'twould seem I do not have the coin on hand to purchase it. I can certainly procure the gold later, but by then, the box might be gone. If you'd be kind enough to lend me the amount I need, I would repay every last coin. Yes? Is there aught I can do for you? Or could it be that you've reconsidered my request? You bought it for me. Thank you. I'll treasure this. You're a kind soul. Pray, let me return the favor someday.
He spoke of returning the favour, but what could a lad of his age possibly muster?
Oi there, friend. Care to help a fellow out? All I ask is that you hear my request. What have you got to lose? My thanks, sir. As to the matter at hand, it concerns my ox cart business. I've been holding off service on account of all the monsters on the road, but now I feel prepared to start making trips to Melv again. Only trouble is, there are still monsters about, and I can't help but worry for the safety of the carts. That's where you come in. See, I've got a letter here from Lady Margit, the Watchhead's wife, to be delivered to one Sir Leonard in Melv. I'd like you to accompany the cart in my stead and see to it that the letter reaches its recipient. What say you, friend? Splendid! I knew I was right to put my faith in you. Now, the carts only depart at certain hours of the day, but I find that time flies when I take a seat at the station to wait. And mind you, don't forget to pay your way before you board. That's standard practice, and I would advise against trying any funny business. Each cart travels with an escort of trained soldiers, see, in case it encounters any monsters out on the road. So anyone thinking of riding for free will have to take the issue up with them. But enough of my lecturing. Just make sure that letter gets to Sir Leonard, then come find me when the job's done. Oh, and I'll pay your fare this time, seeing as you're doing me a favour and all. Come find me when you've delivered that letter. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
We need only deliver it to the intended recipient.
This ox cart's bound for Melv. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
As a matter of fact, the time I spent apart from you was miserable indeed, Master. May we never be parted again.
Here we go again. Fight. To arms.
Understood. My curative magic is at your disposal. Look right there.
Bear in mind that the brute will seek out women with unwavering persistence.
Such single-mindedness is our enemy, but not necessarily easy to counter. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Continue our onslaught, and the behemoth will soon come. Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. An excellent strategy. Allow me to assist.
By all means.
Allow me, Master. This foe shall fall by my hand. Leave an opening. Focus your attacks. Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
It's easily done.
I must stand firm.
Win this job?
Fortune cannot be relied upon to solve.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few. Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
I wouldn't mind a chance to doze off as the hills roll by.
We've naught to discuss.
Aye, what can I do for you? Ah, a letter from Lady Margit, you say? It is a fair way you've come, then. My thanks. She's a kindly sort, I must say. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor, on one occasion. Now she's taken to inquiring after my health at the turn of every season.
Shall we report our results?
That Lady Margit's a kindly sort. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor, on one occasion.
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Well met, sir.
I'll have an early supper.
I suspect the lad's enthusiasm will go a long way toward inspiring his peers. Let us inform Sir Beren of his coming. Say no more, Master. I know just where to find this person, and will guide you there post-haste.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. Weapons are simple enough to procure if we have the coin. But we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
True enough.
Avoid flame at any cost. Keep them down in oil. Well played, Arisen.
More victories like that, and I'm running for the hills.
Outstanding. That was superb, Arisen. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement.
I grant you lightning spangs. Well done.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In
Fancy a gander? I'd fine.
First, assess the field.
Well met. Have you any weapons for me? Good of you to go to the trouble. Many thanks. We'll gladly make use of what you've given us. I've you to thank for that new recruit, aye? The lad's well eager, he is. He fears naught, and he follows my commands with nary a word of complaint. Soldiers like him boost the morale of all around them. His presence bodes well, and I've you to thank for it. There's just one problem. Seeing a lad so spirited, so foolhardy, makes me recall a time when I was much the same. Sets my blood to boiling, you see. Makes me yearn for a bout with a skilled combatant. Need I explain further? I test my steel against yours, friend. What say you? Care to spar with me a bit? Glad to hear it. Follow me, then. Think of it like a game. Whoever steps out first, loses. Seeing as you're no warrior, you do well to strike when I'm off balance. Let's begin. Seems I expected oh much of you. I dare say I needed that. You've my thanks. I've ne'er met anyone like you. You've done more for me this past while than anyone I've known has e'er troubled to. A commendable sort you are. Would that I had some way to repay you for all the good you've done me.
Sir Baron, you must come, and quickly! A goblin pack has descended over by the rope bridge. We're in need of your aid.
My thanks for the report. I'll go at once. Goblins can be dastardly. We'll have need of capable fighters. The more, the better. I'd fain have you at my side, friend, if you'd be willing to join the fray. Wait! Are here! Watch my back!
Unexpected fares. The best quality a soldier can have.
Yes, Master.
This is generally used as a material.
Different combination.
Randall! What happened? Speak to me, lad!
Sir, we managed to fell the goblins, but then a Cyclops charged us out of nowhere, wounded and enraged. We stuck the beast with arrows till one of them pierced its eye. It fled, but I've no doubt 'twill return.
Never mind that, lad. You survived, and that's what counts. Let's get you back to the encampment, aye? Twould seem my days of peace are at an end. Do you recall the soldier we met on the road? He was rather badly injured in the goblin melee. They'll want me to take responsibility for that, I just know it. Shan't be long before I'm forced to resign from my post. I doubt such a thing would be asked of any human instructor. But I'm bestian, aren't I? There's no fighting it. But I'll be damned if I let the troops suffer on my account. In the time that remains to me, I'll get them trained up as best I can.
At last, the moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up. I could look upon this sky for all eternity.
Goblins, Master!
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Unless I'm very much mistaken, we've got just what we need tucked away in storage.
This party is fit for adventure. Our strengths complement each other well. Hold fast, Arisen! I will be with you in but a moment!
Up we get. We can expect a busy night.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
I hope you slept well.
The fire must be put out ere our comrade burns.
Well met. You couldn't have come at a better time. Word of my dismissal arrived just a few hours past. Twould seem my time here's reached its end. Can't say I'm happy about it. I'm rather fond of this place. And if you'll remember, 'tis where you and I first spoke. Going, are you? Be well, friend.
Sir! The Cyclops has come!
And I thought I was
Fine. We mustn't let it approach.
Stand firm!
I was expecting mercy.
Blade strike! Right where it hurts!
Focus. A moment of indecision may spell our doom.
Seem to recall leaving just such an item in storage.
First and foremost, we'll want to knock it off balance, which will prove a much easier target when lying prone.
Where would I be without a risen? Our foe stumbles. One more to bring it down.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
Is everyone all right?
Aye, sir. I've been better, as 'twere, but I'll live, and I expect we all shall.
Glad to hear it. Make for the encampment and inform your captain of what happened here. Quickly now.
Aye, sir.
A worthy accomplishment.
Full glad I am to see you unharmed, my friend. Many thanks.
My word. Never did I dream we would come upon such a rarity.
How exciting! My heart is fit to burst.
Thank heavens.
Don't look down now.
Take care not to fall.
One can...
Hang in there, Master! I'm coming to assist!
Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours' sleep?
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
It is a glad thing we rested them here. We must not let down our guard.
Unless I'm very much mistaken, we've got just what we need tucked away in storage.
Some of us were complacent.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
We ought to put...
I've beds to spare if you're looking for lodgings. And if you'd like to change your vocation, come see me any time.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Off we go then.
A new day, a new perspective.
right, this.
That went well.